Good evening, ladies and gents. So I'm back with another Conquerors Blade video, and this time around I'll be looking at the Rune System, specifically for the Glaive and what runes you need to be using to get the most out of your full strength, medium armor, proper heavy hitting Glaive build. I have done a lot of testing. I've been playing the last few days with the Rune System, trying out different builds, trying out different runes to see actually what is the best for the Glaive, and I think I'm pretty set now on what I have found, which is what I'm just showing you on the video at the minute. I will come back to this at the end of the video though to actually explain what these runes are and why you need them. So with the Glaive build that I currently run, we use Breaker of Shields and we use Flying Reaper as our kind of massive damage dealing abilities. Both of these skills use blunt damage. I have played and I have tried the Conquerors Blades with the Glaive. However, the Conquerors Blades is slash damage, and to be fair to the Conquerors Blades, I tried to give it the best shot I could to actually pump out some damage and give it a proper go to see if it actually has anything in comparison to Flying Reaper. You have to take out all of your blunt damage runes and swap them for slash damage runes, so straight away you are actually losing a lot of damage with Breaker of Shields. Conquerors Blades, even though the rune makes Conquerors Blades totally uninterruptible, the damage output is still very, very low in comparison to Flying Reaper. I would say I was probably getting about 8k at most with a fully hit Conquerors Blades, whereas with Flying Reaper I'm scoring up to like 16,000 damage, so it's double. It's twice as much with Flying Reaper, and I think it's because actually it's all blunt and not a lot of people put a lot of defense into blunt. So actually the Flying Reaper and the Breaker Shields, when you are fully stacked with blunt runes, does make a huge difference. So there is a bit of gameplay footage coming up right now of the Conquerors Blades as I was trying this earlier on. Again, definitely stay away from this one. The epic rune which makes Conquerors Blades uninterruptible, or the rare rune, sorry, that makes Conquerors Blades uninterruptible is not worth getting. It is not worth changing from Flying Reaper to Conquerors Blades because the damage output is so much less. So I've tried a couple of different rune builds as well with armor and with health and things like that to see if I could actually kind of counteract my glass cannonness, give myself a little bit more survivability in fights, but I found that actually it is totally negligible at best. You do not really notice any difference between having 3 600 health runes on plus a load of defense runes. You really don't notice any difference in terms of survivability. You really need to play the way I play Glaive. You need to just literally pump out all your rotation of skills and then get straight back out of the fight. So actually what I have found is putting as many runes into blunt damage, blunt penetration and crit value as well really actually puts the damage up a considerable amount. I would say I'm probably hitting an extra 200-300 per hit, which actually doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're hitting multiple things at once it adds up very, very quickly. The crit value especially I have found actually does make a quite considerable amount of difference. Now there are rare crit runes which will increase your crit value by 25. No one has yet been able to actually bottom out what the actual crit value means, because I've got about 253 crit value. No one's really been able to figure out what exactly that means yet, but I'm sure someone will come up with an answer fairly soon. But definitely the more crit value you have on your character, the more chance you have of hitting a crit when you are actually fighting stuff. So if you are playing the Glaive and you're hitting multiple enemies at once, obviously if you are going to be critting even more times, you're going to be pumping out even more damage, which is only ever going to benefit you massively. So definitely go with the crit value, definitely go with the blunt armor and blunt penetration, not the blunt armor, sorry, the blunt damage and the blunt penetration. It really, really does stack up very, very nicely. It's definitely worth doing. Do not go the Conquerors Blades. Do not use any of the additional health or bandage time or cooldown time or anything ones as well. Tried all of those, really does not make any difference, to be honest. I even tried the bandage removes the bleed and poison effect, but again it really doesn't make that much difference, and it's going to be a very situational thing. It may save you once or twice, but that will literally be it. Actually, if you manage to pop off a heal or two when you are poisoned, even if you're low health, usually you can survive it anyway. then you just got to take yourself out of the battle, run away somewhere, wait for your bandage to cool down, and then just fully heal and go straight back into it. The only one I would say possibly, if you are looking at using one of the bandage ones, is the one that increases the effectiveness of bandages. Now, I think it's about 10% it increases it, and actually it made mine go from like 1500 up to 1800. So it does make a bit of a difference, that one, but actually I personally would rather put my runes into more damage, more penetration, more crit value to really pump up those damage numbers against things. That is the best build for the Glaive. Bear in mind these runes will be changing season on season. Now the rune system is here to stay, the runes will be changing season on season, so I will definitely be pumping out one of these video guides every single season to show you what are the best runes for Glaive that season. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you've actually played anything different and you've got any different opinions or anything. Please do let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, share this video around, all the rest of it, and I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.